Hi friends, welcome. This is our midweek hatha practice. My name is Michelle, if we don't know each other already. I'm so glad you're here with me. I'm so glad to be here with you. I'm freshly home in Marseille from leading retreat in Mexico. Happy to be back alive with you this week. And the biggest thing that I'm coming home with is a renewed awareness of breath, which is both quotidian and profound, right? It's this thing that's with us, this constant companion, the whole length and breadth of our life, but we forget about it most of the time. And on retreat on the last day, I wanted to offer some ritual, something to take with you. Yeah. And the clearest thing to me was to offer that awareness, right? To remind folks of that awareness of breath, right? That this expansion is constant, that this return to center is constant, and it feels more obvious to us in sometimes than others, but that it's there all the time. And so I'm just kind of rolling with that this week, this emphasis, focus, gratitude, awareness of breath. So in this physical practice, what I want to offer, we always have like a little bit of flow at the very beginning, just to sort of connect to breath and warm up our bodies a little bit. So there will be a little bit of that. But then beyond that bit of flow, there's a lot more stillness in the hatha practice, yeah? So what I want to think about is that every inhale, there's this expansion out and up. And every exhale, there's this return in and down into the earth. Yeah, and then from that return, from that gathering, we expand up and out, right? So that's what we're going to play with today. So our resonance practice at the beginning will be super simple, Hari Om, that maybe you'll join in. And then we'll start the practice in a seat. But as always, you're welcome to begin for this moment or two of resonance. You could be in a seat, you could be lying down in a child's pose, however you want to really arrive to practice, to this practice. So find that shape, that state of practice. A place to ground and connect. Let there be no part of you that doesn't breathe. Let there be no part of you that isn't healed, moved, freed by breath. Hari Stay with resonance. We'll keep returning to it, but in a seat. Tune inward toward resonance, maybe, and then toward breath that resonates within you and then around you as you exhale. If it's comfortable, you may need a block or a pillow. Sit on your shins, just so that it's easiest to move from here. Bring your hands to your rib cage, so that when you inhale, you feel yourself expand all directions, out and up. And when you exhale, you feel yourself come back to center, return, in and down, root. Inhale, expand. Exhale, return. Continue at the pace of your breath. Almost settling a blueprint of that movement of your ribs into your hands. And imagine it expanding further, as if your whole body could breathe. You might keep your hands here. You might let them expand further off your body when you inhale. And hug back towards center as you exhale, gathering energy. Sending it out as you inhale. Gathering in as you exhale. Start to exaggerate a little bit in your torso. Your inhale, that expansion is a cow spine, your tail back, your heart forward. And when you exhale and round into contraction, your belly back, the back of your heart back. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw in and down. In 1 or 2 more rounds, you might rise up onto your shins, expand bigger, and back down as you exhale. So this doesn't have to look like anything in particular. Just play with this idea of your whole body breathing, expanding and returning. And then in a breath or two, we'll meet in a tabletop shape on all fours. Continue that expansion, the cow spine with your inhale, and the drawing back in, cat spine with your exhale. Hug through your limbs. When you expand, light up the muscles along the back, along your spine. And when you round, gather towards center, hug. And again, just moving at your pace, the pace of your breath. And the next time that you exhale and round your spine, tuck your toes as well. Gather arms and legs toward each other. And when you inhale, move toward downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, stay and hug through your limbs. When you inhale, extend through your spine, your tail tall, your hands to the earth. When you exhale, feel that hug inward. Yeah, so just this first practice in stillness, but stillness that breathes, Slowly use a breath or two to walk toward the front of the mat, your hands or your feet toward your hands. Hang heavy, but allow your spine to move with breath so that your inhale sort of lifts the back of your heart a little, buoyant, and then as you exhale, you get heavy again, close in. Push through your feet, inhale to lengthen your spine, lift the back of your heart. Exhale, fold back to center. Once more, push down. Inhale, extend your heart forward, your tail back. Exhale to fold. Root into your feet, and as you inhale, come all the way to stand. Big, open, full body stretch. And then pull back in, hands toward heart center. Push into the earth, and as you inhale, reach up and out. Use your exhale to pour forward, fold. Gather toward center. Yeah, so already we're in this little bit of flow. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, rise up to stand. Just once more like this. Gather hands toward heart center. Press your hands into each other. Hug your legs in. Root to the earth. Inhale, reach up and out. Exhale, pour forward, fold. Step your right toes back. Let your back knee touch down. Ground as you exhale. Inhale, push into the earth. Rise both arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Stay here. Press your palms into each other. Hug your legs into each other. Reach your elbows toward the ceiling, your thumbs toward the nape of your neck. As you exhale, feel yourself hug toward center. As you inhale, lift your heart up and back any amount. Exhale, both hands back down to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog, breath in. Exhale, right knee toward your chest. Step forward, back knee down. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana, both arms to the sky. Exhale, press your palms together. Inhale, lift your elbows, thumbs toward the nape of your neck. Exhale, hug into your legs, into the center. Inhale, lift your heart up and out. Both hands come down to earth. Press into the earth with your right foot to step forward, fold. Slowing down now, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step your left toes back. Pause there. With your inhale, press your heel back, your crown forward. Lift the back of your heart. Spin your back heel down. Feel your legs hug in. Toward warrior one, press into the earth, rise, arms to the sky. Again, feel yourself hug in and down into the earth. This front thigh sinks toward the earth. Press your palms together. And again, each inhale, you're expanding up and out. Each exhale, in and down, root. Full body breath. Next inhale, bend your elbows to the sky, the thumbs toward the nape of your neck. Stay there, sink into the earth. Hug in through your legs. Lift your heart up and back any amount. Stay with your exhale. Keep the hug in and the expansion. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back out of Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Full body breath in. Breath out, returns to center. Inhale to expand along your spine. Exhale, left knee toward your chest, step forward. Back heel spins down, pause. Lengthen out through your back, heel forward through your crown, lift the back of your heart. Exhale, press down through the earth to rise up, arms to the sky. Warrior one. Settle into the earth. Hug through both legs. Feel where you can expand and where you can root. With an exhale, push your palms into each other. At the same time, the back of your heart opens up. With an inhale, bend your elbows, thumbs to your nape of your neck. Keep hugged in and down. Inhale lifts your heart up and back. Stay with your exhale, hug in and down into the earth to reach up and out. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Press through your left foot to step forward, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, even just a tiny bit, just to find buoyancy with breath. Fold down. Rise to stand, inhale. Stay here, press your palms into each other once again. Use your inhale to press down through your feet, reach up and out through the heart space, through the back of your heart too, the back of your waist. Exhale, roots down into the earth. Keep your palms together. You can also cross your thumbs, to help you stay connected. Stay rooted. Next, inhale, reach up and over to the right. Stay there, hug in through your legs, down through your feet. Stay there, roll your left ribs back. Press your palms into each other. Rise up to stand, breath in. Stay, breath out, hug towards center. Up and over to the left. Hug in and down through both feet. Roll your right ribs back, your right hip forward. Exhale back through center. Reach tall, inhale, free your hands. Settle your hips back toward chair pose, Utkatasana. Stay here, but again, let it breathe. If your arms might stay along your ears, they might reach forward, they might come to heart center. But feel your whole center expand. And then return, find strength, find depth with each exhale. So this first time we'll be here, 3 more breaths. And it's not a trade-off, you're not releasing depth and expanding, you're keeping the depth expanding, keeping the expansion, adding strength, depth. Push down through your right foot. Gather your left knee toward your chest. Feel a hug in. You could even push your palms together again or just hug them toward each other. Push through your right foot. Lift up through the crown of your head. Feel a hug between your left thigh and your ribs. Like you're pulling back an arrow. So like you're pulling against resistance. Pull this left arm, left ribs, draw back as your left shin keeps pressing forward. And then you could stay right here with the bent elbow or extend your left arm behind you. But feel yourself expand up, out, down. Exhale, hugging in towards center. Everything stays. Just breathing in the shape. Next exhale, gather back toward center, hands toward heart center. Inhale, press your left heel back, bend your right knee. Stay as you exhale, feel both legs sort of hug into the sockets. Stay as you inhale, feel the back of your heart lift, the back of your ears lift. Exhale, root down through your right foot. Last inhale to expand, reach all directions. Then bend your right knee, reach your toes back. Your choice, warrior one or crescent lunge this time. So back heel could be up or down. But again, settle into the earth. Hug towards center. But this back thigh presses up and out. Your back heel back and down if it's in warrior one. Front thigh sinks to the earth. Front heel hugs back toward the back one. Still, there's a lift through your thumbs and expansion through the back of your heart, the front of your heart. With an exhale, press your palms toward each other. Once more, bend your elbows, lift your heart. Hug in, draw back through your chin, back through your ears. Stay, lift your heart any amount. Stay, exhale. Gather yourself back up. Hands down to earth. Step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Feel the expansion and the return, the root. From that support, feel expansion. When you exhale, draw left knee toward your chest and step forward. Spin your back heel down. Not yet, but we're moving toward warrior two. So orient your feet as you need to. For some of us, that's a little bit wider railroad tracks than we would in warrior one. In any case, hug in through both legs, down through both feet. And with an inhale from that root, rise up. Arms wide. With your exhale, settle into the earth and hug in. And again, you could make this really big and obvious with your arms expanding as you inhale, drawing in towards center as you exhale. Expanding. And that could be really subtle, hugging in and down and out and up. But breathe. Again, 3 breaths. Doesn't matter what it looks like so much. As long as you can feel your body breathe. Use an exhale to bring your hands back down to the earth. Free your back heel. Press into your left foot. Send your weight forward. Step forward, fold. Press into your feet, lengthen your spine. Stay long in your spine, but bend your knees, settle your hips back. Press through your right foot, draw left knee toward your chest. You could keep your right knee bent because it's gonna be there, yeah? And then cross your left thigh over the right toward eagle legs. If that feels like too much, cross your left ankle over your right thigh in a figure 4 shape. Either way. Press down into the earth, hug in through both legs, hug in through both arms. Lift the back of your heart. Hands down through heart center. Next exhale, hug your elbows toward each other. And or cross your left arm under the right. Eagle arms, Garudasana. Whatever shape you're in, yeah. Feel yourself expand with breath. The back of your heart lifts. Find where you can breathe. Keep that openness as you settle in and hug through arms and legs. 3 breaths here. With an inhale, press through your right leg, expand, arms to the sky. Both feet root down. Reach up and out. Once more, maybe up and back. Gather in, hands toward heart center. Feet root down, lift your heart up. From here, chair pose, settle your hips back. Lift your arms tall, or not. Yeah, wherever your arms go, settle in. Find 3 breaths. Keep drawing navel to spine, hips to heels. Back of the heart lifts. With an exhale, hands toward heart center. Push through your left foot, right knee toward your chest, stand up. Feel that hug between your right thigh and your ribs. Press down into your left foot, up through your crown. Reach both arms forward. Keep pushing your palms together, or just energetically hug your arms toward each other. As if there's resistance, as if you're pulling back a bow. When you exhale, pull your right elbow, right ribs back, twist. Stay here or open your right arm. Feel the hug inward from here, down into your left foot, up through your left hip, through the crown, out through your arms. Hug in. 2 more breaths where you are. With an exhale, draw both hands back in front, hands to heart center. Inhale, press your right heel back, bend your left knee. Stay, feel your legs plug in, your belly strong. Inhale, lift the back of your heart, lift the back thigh. Stay, ground. One more, inhale, expand. Bend your front knee, reach your toes to the back of the mat. Rise, warrior 1 or crescent lunge, so back heel up or down. But settle through your pelvis, let it hang like a ripe fruit toward the earth. Front thigh sinks toward the earth, your back thigh active up and out through the back of your thigh. Use an exhale, press your palms together. Lift and bend your elbows, thumbs to the nape of your neck. Draw back through your chin, through the back of your ears. Hug through your legs, lift your heart up. Stay as you exhale, strong and open. Inhale, gather yourself up. Hinge forward, press through your left foot to step forward, fold. Lengthen out. Fold it down. Shift your weight to the right. With an inhale, extend your left leg back. Spin your back heel down. Almost skipped warrior 2. That would have been really sad, yeah? Hug through both legs, down through both feet, then rise. Warrior 2. Open, arms wide, settle to the earth. And then again, this could be invisible, hugging in and down, or super demonstrative. Yeah, if that feels good, if it adds something for you. Expand up and out. And again, you're not taking away each time. You're adding strength, adding space, letting yourself breathe. Whole body breath. 2 more where you are. And then let your hands come back to earth. Push into your right foot to step forward, fold, Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine just enough to find that buoyancy. Keep that, bend your knees deeply. Push into the earth, rise, chair pose, lift the back of your heart. Stay with it, hug in. Stay bent in your left leg if you can, if it's not too weird. Draw right knee toward your chest, lift your heart a little more. Cross your right thigh over the left, or again, right ankle over the left thigh. Might feel different on this side. Use an exhale, draw your hands down through heart center. Sit your hips back, but lift the back of your heart. Hug your elbows toward each other, or cross right arm under the left. Either way, really hug in through your elbows, in through your legs. You know what to do. Expand where you can. Hug in, settle down as you can. 3 breaths. Use an inhale to unwind, expand. Both feet to the earth, both arms to the sky. Hug hands overhead. Draw hands down through heart center, pause. Press through your hands, through your feet, through your heart. Dynamic stillness. Stillness that breathes. Expansion that's rooted. Be with that. Shift weight into your right foot. Breathe in, feel length on your right side. Expand. Exhale, draw left knee toward your chest. Arms to the sky. Press down through your right foot, up through your hands. Exhale, press your left heel back. Keep hugged in, heel toward your seat. Stay here. Or press your, or I should say, if you're staying tall here, press your palms into each other overhead. Or you're sweeping your left arm back, holding onto your ankle toward dancer's pose. Either way, we're moving in that direction. Yeah. So whether you've got your ankle or not, hug in through your arms and legs. Inhale, bend your right elbow or both. Nape of your fingers toward the nape of your neck. Inhale, expand, lift your heart, lift your heel. Exhale, hug in. If you've got the space and you want to hook your toes in your left elbow and hook your fingertips, you can do that. If not, keep breathing. Either way, please breathe. Expand with your inhales. Strong hug with your exhales. If you're in that sort of mermaid shape, let it expand again. This last 2 breaths, everybody. We got it. When you exhale, chair pose, bend both knees, plant both feet. Yeah, root in, expand, lift the back of your heart. Settle in, exhale. Press through both feet, stand tall. Press your palms into each other. Lift up and over to the left, just with one exhale. And one inhale, rolling your right ribs back. Exhale, hug back to center, reach tall. Inhale there. Exhale, up and over to the right. Stay rolling your left ribs back. Exhale, back to center. Hands to heart center. Find again steadiness of Tadasana. Then push down through your left foot. Expand with an inhale. Feel the left side get longer. Keep that hug right knee toward your chest. Arms to the sky. Press your palms together. Hug your right heel toward your seat. Kick your heel up and back. Stay reach taller. Stay here or sweep your right arm back to capture your ankle. Either way, hug in, arms and legs toward each other. Arms toward each other, legs toward each other. Kick up and back, lift your heart. Bend your left elbow or both elbows toward the sky. Thumb toward the nape of your neck. Breathe up through your left side, hug in through the right. Stay here, or again, tuck your toes into your right elbow. Find some space across the front of your body. Either way, we got 3 breaths. Keep pulling your left ribs back, lifting the back of your heart. Expand a little more that last breath. And then hug back in, both knees bend, plant your feet, Utkatasana chair pose. Breathe in. Hands through heart center, exhale. Stay here, lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, both arms forward. Pull your right arm back like a bow. Right shin still forward to twist. Your choice, expand. Or drop both hands in, hook your left elbow on your right thigh. Either way, roll your right ribs back, your right shin forward. Breathe. Space between your shoulders. Space between your shoulders and your ear. Unwind all the way to stand. Push through your feet, reach up and out. Hands to heart center, exhale. Breathe. Push through your feet, reach tall. Exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Both arms reach forward. Push your palms into each other. Pull your left arm back to twist. Left ribs back, left shin forward. Stay here. Or expand. Or hands together, hook your right elbow on your left thigh. But keep drawing your left ribs back. Keep the length of your spine. Keep the breath open. Full body breath. Push through your feet, unwind all the way, reach tall. Exhale here, hug. Inhale, peel your elbows wide, lift your heart taller. Stay as you exhale, hug your arm bones to support your heart. Inhale. Exhale, gather back in. Arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, draw your hands down through heart center. And then let them open at your sides. The front of your heart open. Let your shoulders soften down. Last moments standing. Stand and breathe. Notice your strength. Notice your shake. Notice where you're supported and where there's heat and where there's breath. Next exhale, draw hands toward heart center. Take a big step back if you're on a mat or in a confined space, so you're halfway back in your space. Press your feet into the earth, lift your heart. Press your hands together, hug your legs together. Rise up onto your toes, any amount. Lift your heels. Keep the hug of your legs, that'll help a lot. Keep the lift of your heart, that'll help a lot. As you bend your knees, keep the hug of your legs. We're going all the way down, hips toward your heels. We're going all the way down, knees to the floor. Find your way down. Yeah, you might need hands to the earth. You might not. But bring your knees to the earth. Untuck your toes. So probably want to bring your hands to the earth to do that. I don't know. Maybe you're super. And when you're ready, walk your hands back and stand on your shins. Just like that Tadasana. Let your hands be open and forward. Let your shoulders roll back softly and away from your ears. Then start to build the strength. Hug in through your legs and down into the earth, through like your thigh bones could root into the earth. Let your hip points lift. That might happen just by rooting down. Feel a hug through your abdominals in, just like the hug through your legs, through your front ribs. Reach your arms forward, lift your crown tall. Hug your hands toward each other. You could touch or not. Keep the hug in as you now bend your elbows straight back. Draw your hands toward your sacrum. Pausing here to check it all again. Root down, hug in. Hug in through your elbows and down through your hands into that support of your thigh bones rooting into the floor. Inhale, lift your heart up and out. Stay with the exhale, hug your arm bones, hug your legs. Hug your ears back, lift your heart up. Stay, find 3 breaths, but keep the breath moving. Let this shape breathe. Then gather yourself back up. Settle yourself back down, hips to heels, soften. Come back to breath. You might feel your heart beating. You might fix your eyes on a point if there's some spinning happening. Take a breath to the back of your heart, between your shoulders. Fill that up. Exhale as if you could through that same point. Back of your heart. One more like that. Inhale, expand the back of your lungs. Exhale, clear that space. One more time. Hug in through your legs and down to stand on your shins. Hug through your inner thighs, down through your shins, maybe up through your hip points. Your choice this time to again draw your elbows back, hands to your sacrum, or your hands back, hands to your heels. You could also bring blocks right next to your feet and be a little bit, or right next to your knees, that is, be a little bit higher up. But where you are, hug in through your legs, up through your heart. Draw back through your chin, through your ears. Breathe in this shape. Let it breathe. 3 rounds of breath. You got it. And then gather yourself back up and down. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, just to let your shoulders do a little internal rotation. And to bring awareness again to your heart beating. Your breath expanding and returning. And back to center. When you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Go with intention. Root your hands with an exhale. Expand, lift your hips, lengthen your spine. Draw in through your arm bones, down into the earth. Let this shape breathe as it does. One more inhale. When you exhale, draw your right knee toward your chest, hug in. Keep your hips tall as you look forward. Then bring your right shin to the earth, right knee toward your right wrist. We're coming toward a pigeon pose, a half pigeon pose. So bringing your right shin to the earth, walk your left heel, your left toes back. If you know this doesn't feel good for you, you could lean to the right and snug your left thigh into your right foot and be in this pinwheel shape instead. Either way, stay tall a moment. Bring some attention to your left hip. If you're in this half pigeon shape, it's the front of your left hip that needs to turn and sink toward the earth. If you're in that pinwheel shape, it's more the back, like your left butt, that needs to sink toward the earth. But give that some attention. Draw your right hip back. Lift through the heart space. From here, you could fold forward. You could play with that same mermaid shape in the dancer's pose, if that's a thing you like. Again, if it's toward the end of the day, if we're cooling down for good, you might just fold it on down. If you'd rather stay tall, then even if you're not going to bend your back knee, you might just reach your right arm up, pressing your left hand, your right shin into the earth. Bend your right elbow toward the sky, right thumb toward the center of your heart, the back of your heart. Hug in more through both legs if you want to try that with both arms. Yeah, just to stay tall. But if you're playing with something tall, stay 2 more breaths before you join your possibly wiser friends who are down low already. We all meet there, bowing to the earth. Still, this left hip sinks softly. Your head also can hang heavy, your heart heavy between your shoulder blades. But even here, with each breath, there's length, longing. With each exhale, there's a return, a release. Find 5 breaths just to be. Give more weight to your hands. Press into the earth to walk your hands back in under your shoulders-ish. And then if you're not already in that pinwheel shape, send your weight to the right. Bend your back knee, your thigh into your right foot. Settle that left hip down into the earth. Sit tall. And start to walk your hands to the left. So your hands kind of land on your left leg. Roll your left ribs back. Soften into it with an exhale. And then twist the other way. Your hands to the right. Still settle that left hip toward the earth. Find a breath. And an exhale to soften and twist. Unwind. Bring both hands back behind you. Let your knees leave the earth. And just give yourself a little swish side to side, especially if you were in that pinwheel the whole time. Giving our hips a lot to think about in this part of the practice. So just giving them some love here. And then when you're ready, make your way back through a tabletop toward one last downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Go with purpose, go with breath. Let it breathe. Use an exhale to gather your left knee toward your chest. Stay tall and buoyant in your hips as you look forward. To give yourself space to bring your left knee toward your left wrist. Stay light. Walk your right toes back, or again, that option to draw your right thigh up into your left foot. Either way, stay tall at first. Be here to breathe. Still, there's this lift, this lengthening, and a hug in through your legs. You could stay right here. Just that practice of expanding, lengthening, and then hugging in and down through your left shin. Again, it's the right hip on this side, either the front of your right hip drawing forward and down, or the back of your right hip softening toward the earth, depending on what shape you're in. Maybe you're coming forward. Maybe you're hugging in and down through your left shin to lift your left fingers to the sky. To bend your left elbow, your left shoulder stays relaxed and drawn down. Or hug in more through both legs to bring both hands tall and bend your elbows. But again, this is a pretty energizing shape, so if you're winding down for the night, maybe not this one. Unless you've got time for like a glass of red wine or something before you gotta sleep. Tea and a bath, whatever works for you. In a few breaths, let's all bring it down, bowing to the earth. Softening your heart through your shoulders. As if instead of rooting into the earth to gather away from it, now we're just releasing, offering breath down into the earth. but still out through your toes, through the back of your skull. Still in and down. 5 breaths. Give weight to your hands. Walk back in. Send your weight left. So bring your right knee into your left foot if it's not already. Settle your right hip toward the earth. Sit tall. Walk your hands right. Careful not to put any pressure on that right knee, but just soften with an exhale. Inhale, walk to the left. Soften here. Full breath. And again, walk your hands back behind you. Lift your knees, or let your knees lift. And maybe square yourself back to your mat. We probably got a little wonky. And give yourself this movement side to side. It could be, again, it could be really exaggerated, right? There could be like a place that feels sticky that you want to roll over a little extra. There could be a big lift up out of the earth, or not. Let it be what it is. And from here, we're going to bring it down to the earth. Grabbing a sip of water on the way down, you could do the same. But bring it down as you're ready. Let your knees stay bent for the moment. Let yourself settle toward the earth. Your spine softens. It doesn't really mean anything. I guess what I mean is your spine sort of sinks towards support of the earth. Even though there's a curve, right? Your spine isn't really going to rest on the floor, but it's resting in that direction. Let your chin tuck down so that the back of your neck could stay long. Draw your right knee in toward your right shoulder. You could hold on to your right shin or your right knee and just move it around a little bit. And then draw your left knee in toward your left shoulder. Do the same. And just notice if you feel your chin lifting, your shoulders getting tense, back off. Yeah. Bring your knees a little lower so that you could relax across the front line, across the heart space. And from here, you could stay right here. Or you could hold the backs of your thighs, sending your heels toward the sky, a happy baby shape. From here, you could hold your ankles, hold your feet. But even here, at least for these first few breaths, notice what it is to expand in this shape. To press your feet into your hands, to lengthen your spine through your crown, your chin down still. To lengthen your spine through your tail. And what is it to hug in? In this case, soften inward. And then could you let some of the effort go and still feel that breath in your body, but without struggle, without much effort? And in a breath or two, hug your knees towards center or send your heels together toward the sky. You could bring your feet onto a wall or furniture that's nearby. You could also bring your feet up overhead toward a plow pose or a shoulder stand. Again, those are a little bit energizing, so be aware. But find a place you could settle for 5 or so breaths, this last symmetrical something before stillness. Because that's where we're heading. Stillness. Whether that looks like shavasana or a meditative seat or another supported shape. Allow yourself to settle into the earth and to notice that expansion and return continues. Without effort. It's just breath. Each breath an opportunity to offer and to receive, to root and to gather. And to remember that this breath connects us to everything else, everywhere, every time. Breath is everything, everywhere, all at once. If you can watch your breath without controlling it, do that. If you find yourself putting effort toward breath, maybe let that focus go. Trust that it stays with you. The flow of it. Let there be no part of you that doesn't breathe. That isn't moved, healed, freed by breath. Let it expand again. That inhale that fills and grows your being. Exhale that returns to softness, support, center. Gathering back together. You could stay where you are or come toward a seat, but no hurry. We gather toward this resonance that's between us all the time, along with this breath that's within us, through us all the time. Amplify that space. The sound of Om, this ancient sound carried forward from creation. Through us into what's next. First, a breath. Together, breath in. Breath out. Toward Om. Breath in. Twice more. Breath in. Breath in. Stay aware of this resonance, this breath, this life that is between us, that connects us. And it's from that place, from where we're connected, where we're the same, I bow to you. With gratitude, with love, as always, thanks for being here. It's good to see you. If you got questions or feedback, send them my way. Otherwise, see you soon, friends. Peace out.